The UK is not a serious country. It's not. It's poor. The government spaffs money up the wall on utter nonsense, sending large portions of cash overseas. We have welfare and open borders, and unfortunately we don't deport anyone. And now one of the reasons given for not deporting an actual criminal was their child's distaste for chicken nuggets in the location that they would be deported. Yeah, so we are not a serious country. We are a joke. And it's a shame, really. It's a travesty because, like, we don't have to be this way. We don't have to be a joke. We don't have to accept criminals living near us. We don't have to have a welfare state and open borders. And we could deport the detritus that we have imported. We could just simply get rid of them. And their taste for chicken nuggets be damned. Bizarre. This dropped today, this story, and it's doing the rounds. And I had to cover it because it really is indicative of how the UK is not serious. It's not serious about anything. And by the UK, I mean the powers that be. The powers that be are just not serious. This should not be a consideration. Someone's taste for food should not be a consideration. This is a joke. It's a bad joke, and it's a joke on the indigenous British, or indigenous English, in my sort of consideration here. This is terrible. This is pathetic. So anyway, we're going to take a look at this. Please do hit subscribe if you're new here, or indeed you're a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. If you want a straight down the line analysis of various stories, be it movie news, movie reviews, or a little bit of politics such as this, I'm your man. Hit subscribe. So, criminal, like an actual criminal. Okay, this is important. An actual criminal's deportation was halted because their son wouldn't like chicken nuggets in the location that they're going to be deported to. Now, just as an FYI, this isn't like some third world, import. This isn't this isn't a criminal from, I don't know, some kind of African country where, that it's all gone to shit and they're seeking asylum and all this kind of stuff. No. It's an Albanian criminal from Albania. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. You have your own land. Be gone to it now. So, what happened? What's the story? Well, the story is an actual criminal. Fuck's sake. An Albanian criminal's deportation was halted partly because of his young son's aversion to foreign chicken nuggets. What's worse, right? This individual entered the UK illegally. So he entered the UK illegally as an unaccompanied minor. He later gave a fake name, falsely claimed to be born in Yugoslavia. So, full-blown just criminal. Lying. You're an Albanian, mate. Just fuck off back to Albania. He was stripped of his UK citizenship in 2021 after he served... I'm amazed that they even bothered to do that, to be honest. After serving 2 years in prison because he was caught with £300,000 known to be proceeds of a crime. 300 grand from criminal activities. So he had his UK citizenship removed. He served time. And it was later determined that he should forfeit citizenship because it had been acquired through deception. Yes, obviously. Should never have been given it to begin with. No one should be getting citizenship in the UK. No one. Like, we hand them out like candy. But an immigration tribunal ruled it would be unduly harsh for his 10-year-old son to return to Albania with his father owing to food sensitivities, sensory issues, and difficulty communicating emotions. I don't care. It's not our problem. What are you doing? We are not serious. This is not a serious country. This is a joke. We're a laughing stock. The only example listed in court documents, this is the only example of what would be unduly harsh, was the young boy's aversion to eating the type of chicken nuggets that are available abroad. Now, just as an FYI, this statement here, and the knowledge of that statement contextually is predicated on the fact that this child has been abroad in his home country and doesn't like the chicken nuggets there. Because otherwise you're not going to know that. I mean, if it was good enough for a holiday, mate, it's good enough for you to live there. Fuck off, please. Go away. You shouldn't be here, you scumbag. The court heard while the young boy had no formal diagnosis. What? Diagnosis of being a shitbag with food? I don't care about your chicken nuggets, mate. Education plans were in place to support his emotional regulation, independence, reading and writing. So he's going to stay here. He's going to stay here with his criminal father. We're going to pay more money for him. This is a clown country. And we are poor because of these kinds of things that we do. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper appealed the judgment in August last year, arguing there was not enough evidence to show Disha's deportation would be unduly harsh on his son. Upper Tribunal Judge David Merrigan, who delivered the latest ruling on the case, agreed, referring the appeal back to a new judge for further review. We can only see in the decision a single example of why C would not go to Albania. We are not persuaded that the addition of this sole example approaches anywhere near the level of harshness for a reasonable judge to find it to be unduly so. So the case is still ongoing. I mean, I'm amazed. I'm amazed that Yvette Cooper was like, well, this is nonsense, because she's an imbecile as well. Crazy. So the Home Office spokesperson, who said they did not comment on specific cases, said foreign nationals who commit heinous crimes should be in no doubt that we will do everything to make sure they are not free on Britain's streets. Mate, a Jamaican raped a woman is not being deported because he claims to be bisexual. Is there a travel warning to Jamaica for gay people and bisexuals? Is there? I don't think there is. I don't think there's any travel warnings for Jamaica. You don't do everything to make sure criminals are being deported who commit heinous acts. You actually don't do everything that you possibly can. You're a clown. This country is a clown. Including removal from the UK at the earliest possible opportunity. Nah, you're a joke. Since the election, we've removed 2,580 foreign criminals. There's 10,000 in prison. Just deport all of them. I shouldn't be paying over 40 grand a year for a foreigner to sit in prison in England. I shouldn't. But that's what's happening. Per prisoner, over £40,000, I think it's upwards of about £50,000 per year, is spent on housing this detritus. Be gone. That's my tax. Be gone. You shouldn't be here. Go. Chris Philp said, this case shows how bogus asylum seekers and foreign criminals are ruthlessly exploiting human rights laws and weak judges to stay in the UK. Mate, it's chicken nuggets. Who gives a shit? This is a clown show. The UK is not a serious country. We are a joke. And this is another example of that.